How do you feel about Donald Trump saying that he wants to terminate all articles found in the Constitution?
I mean, to what comment are you specifically referring?
Like his tweet on Twitter.
Well, no, his tweet on Twitter actually suggested that he believes that, quote unquote, the election was stolen, a proposition with which I disagree. And he says that if that's true, then effectively the Constitution has already been nullified. That's not the same thing as saying he wants to obliterate all articles of the Constitution. I would also say that many of the things that Donald Trump says, I mean, show of hands, who takes everything that Donald Trump says seriously in this room? Really? All of you guys take everything he says seriously? He was indeed the president, and I would also recommend that if you take everything that Donald Trump says absolutely literally, you might need to see a psychiatrist. Donald Trump does not take even Donald Trump does not take everything he says seriously. There's no, in any case, go ahead.
Does he believe he won the 2020 election?
I think he does believe that he won the 2020 election.
So then it would be, under his view, it is true. Therefore, it is the case that he does want to terminate the articles found in the Constitution. So
whether or not he wants to terminate, he does not have the capacity to do so. One of the things that when we talk about dangers to the institutions that are public is not just an intent issue. So what I've talked about with regard to President Trump is that many of the things that President Trump has done are kind of dumb ways of trying to violate the articles of the Constitution, for example, and they tend to be struck down by the courts or nullified by, for example, the Senate of the United States, which certified the vote, for example, in 2020. What the Biden administration has done, what Kamala Harris does, is expand the scope of executive power in unprecedented and much more subtle ways that threaten the viability of those institutions. So, for example, using OSHA in order to cram down a vaccine mandate on 80 million Americans, for example, or when Kamala Harris